Question 4. How did you use media technologies in the construction and research, planning and evaluation stages? In this strenuous task of making our production, it has required determination and patience, especially when things weren't doing as we would have liked. As a team, we had our ups and downs, but together have come out of this process stronger thanks to our teamwork. My media skills have developed massively, and I believe that I have gained and increased my knowledge of media technologies such as camera qualities and editing softwares from the start of the research stage to the end of the evaluation procedure. In the research stage, I relied heavily on the internet to give me the ability to look into several media products using the browsing site Google and also YouTube. This was when I looked at music videos in the genre of pop punk, which gave me the chance to capture any conventions that were in this specific genre, as this is the genre that I went on to produce a music video for. Also, when I was watching music videos, I was able to infer further by picking up on constant religious references when looking at Everybody Hurts by R.E.M., which shows my development. An ancillary task that I created which required these media technologies was my mood board. Within my mood board I had included images that represent and link to the genre of pop punk, and I created this using the software Adobe Photoshop, which introduced me to a new media technology that I hadn't used before. From the outset of this project, my group and I have interacted with our target audience in numerous different ways, gathering feedback, which has been a very effective method, aiding us in aiming our final product towards them. Our first attempt at this was when I conducted a questionnaire on SurveyMonkey. From this I collected significant information about the key pop-punk conventions and stereotypical conventions that my target audience look for when watching a music video based on our genre of music, and also what makes these visual products so appealing. As one of our preliminary tasks, my group and I had to create a short sequence which showed a variation of shots, allowing us to develop our camera skills. By doing this, not only did it strengthen our technical qualities, but it enhanced our teamwork. This task allowed us to experiment different shots such as extreme close-ups, canted angles and a pan that we could perhaps include into our final product and give us a greater understanding on how to take each shot. It also enabled us to see and experiment how each shot portrayed emotion and hidden meanings in order to get an idea of what would be useful for when we produced our final product, because our narrative challenged our genre slightly, as our protagonist is heartbroken to an extent which isn't usually seen within the genre of pop punk. My presentation skills have assisted my ability to have a deeper understanding of what I was researching. Instead of conveying my knowledge through long-worded documents like I did in AS on the site EduBlogs, I used applications like Prezi, SlideShare, Amaze, Imgur and Scribed, and embedded them onto Blogger, which is where I uploaded my coursework to in a website format. Blogger was far more organised. There were more options of what I could upload, whereas EduBlogs was preset. I implemented techniques such as GIFs and videos to reinforce the research I was undertaking solely on music videos and their background. I became more confident in using online presenting software to showcase my creative development and also enhance my knowledge on using various different styles of media technologies. For the planning stage of my advanced media portfolio, the types of media technologies that I incorporated into this was very similar to what had been used in the research side of things. The various different technologies and softwares that we used on a day-to-day basis were WhatsApp, for example, which helped us organise and plan what day suited each of us by creating a group chat with our cast crew and also other members within my production crew. We also sent each other emails with various different tasks that we split between us to save time, which allowed us to spend longer filming our music production. I also used a social media site Imgur, where I created photo albums to put our location shots into, which I was able to embed onto my blog on Blogger. When it came to the construction of the final product, a lot of media technology had been used, especially for the music video itself and also the digipack and magazine advert. From my foundation portfolio, where our first introduction to cinematography occurred, we used a Samsung NX3000 digital camera to shoot various scenes, whilst also capturing location shots for my research and planning stage. However, in A2, there had been significant improvements with my creativity improving drastically. The first factor that helped this was having better equipment using the Sony A58 DSLR camera, allowing us to use interchangeable lenses from a prime lens and a zoom lens, being able to capture better images and a variation of shots. Alongside this, we used an additional camera light, Andor CN126 LED 5400K video lamp, allowing us to intensify the lighting in order to reflect our characters' emotion and capture these with full effect. Also, we took behind the scenes footage whilst filming, which enhanced our creative side as it allowed us to use the camera for different uses and implement new techniques that have been learnt throughout the process into my coursework. In post-production, we decided to purchase the premium version of OCR Media because after gaining a fair amount of knowledge about this software from our AS production, we took an exitive decision in purchasing the extended version. Our reasons for doing this is because it allowed us to implement and showcase our editing skills by incorporating effects such as motion blur and flash cuts. This also enabled us to create our production to a similar standard that would be seen in the industry. After the completion of our first draft of our music video, we selected individuals from our target audience to inform us with their opinion on our product, and we did this in a Voxbox format using several different digital technologies. For my evaluation, I simply recorded my voiceover on the digital format Audacity using a podcast voice recorder and edited this on the software Serif Movie Plus, which then got uploaded to YouTube and then embedded this onto my advanced media portfolio blog.